Hey, you want to come out? I said, nope, I'm upset. I had to mess my house up. And it's your fault because you didn't get up and take me outdoors last night while you were sleeping. Come on. Come on out. Plus, I had to touch him with a hook because he was in feeding mode, so he hates that hook. So he's just got a broken heart today. I had to hook tap him to let him know it wasn't feeding day to take him out, and he excreted waste his enclosure, so he's pouting today. He's a pouting baby. Yes, you are. I'm sorry. Oh, see, he's upset. He's mad. If he backs away from me, he's upset about something. Chewy never does that. Want to come out? Yeah. Want to come out for a little bit? Poor Chews. He's got a broken heart this morning. Yes, he does. So I got a broken heart. People say snakes don't have emotions and don't have feelings. I'm sorry, but you're crazy. If a snake can get upset and strike at you, if a snake can retreat and hide from you, these are all, well, sure, instinct plays a role in it, but these are things guided by their feelings and their emotions. They do have emotions. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, look at you. You ain't gonna come out now? Come on. Well, come on. Now you're feeling sociable, huh? But yeah, I don't care. I should write a book on that. I've had so many experiences that can prove that snakes have feelings and emotions, the way they react to different stimuli, the way they react to people. If you don't believe a snake has emotions, then how does it get angry? How does it get defensive? How does it hide and pout when it does something wrong? And they know when they bite you by accident. I've seen them pout for days on end when that happened. They realized it was me that they bit. So, you know, I'm sorry, but I don't care how crazy you think I am. I'm not crazy at all. If you really believe snakes don't have feelings and emotions, you're the one that's a nutbag, not me. Sorry to be so crude and rude, but God, I'm so tired of hearing it from people. Snakes can't hear. Snakes are dumb. Snakes have no feelings. If it doesn't have feelings, how does it get upset? Think about it. Who's your baby? Who's my babes? Yeah, you still upset. And this guy, I've seen him pout for 2 weeks because I hook tapped him. He would not eat. He would not make eye contact with me. And this is a snake that loves being out with me and being handled. And he wouldn't make contact with me or anything because his feelings were so hurt because I hook tapped him. He hates that hook. That's why he's acting like this now, other than the fact that he had to excrete waste in his enclosure. But he's not happy. You broke my heart. Touch me with that stupid hook thing again. Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. It's okay. And he considers that the height of insult to hook tap him. But I do it with all my snakes. It's a precaution to make sure they're not going to come at me when I have to reach in the enclosure when they're expecting food and it's not feeding day. But actually his food is thawing and he knows it obviously because as soon as I went to open the top, he went into feeding aggression. So yeah, we had to hook tap Chewy today. So I'm not happy with you. I'm not at all happy with you because you hit me. Well, I didn't hit him. You just barely touch him with it. But they know what it's for. So I'm not happy with you, Mom. You hook tapped me this morning. I know, bad mama. I know it hurts his feelings, and it does. He'll pout for a few days. Now, normally he'd be right out of this enclosure hanging out with me on my day bed, but he's staying away from me and avoiding me because he's not happy with me today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, I am. I'm sorry I had to hook tap you. Yes, I am. You gonna come out? You forgive me? You gonna forgive me enough to come out and hang out with me? Huh? You gonna forgive me enough to come out? Come on. come out? Huh? You forgive me? You gonna forgive me and come out? Yeah, he's my buds. He's my buddy. Yeah, he's my buddy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry Mama had to touch you with that mean old hook again. He's pouting. It's okay. I won't do it again. I promise. I promise I won't do it again. And no, I'm not nuts. They do have emotions. They do display feelings. I really should write a book about this topic. I could make such an incredible book about it because I've raised snakes for 55 years and the experiences that I've had. I could prove so many people wrong in so many ways about snakes. And no, I'm not nuts. I'm a very intelligent lady, as a matter of fact. It's just I've dedicated my life to learning about these animals and raising them and bonding with them emotionally and physically. You can come out? What about if I tip your toad over and you fall out upside down? That'll really make you happy, won't it? You want to come out? Come on. See, the thing with this is snakes can't see glass and they can't see clear or pale white plastic. They can see through it, but they cannot see the physical structure itself. So he's sitting there looking out. He's wondering why he can't move around outside of the tote because he can see on the outside of this plastic, but he can't see the plastic himself because their vision is so impaired. It's hard to explain it. They have poor depth perception with their vision. So, you know, they'll chase things through a piece of glass because they can't see the glass itself. So they don't understand why they can't touch what they're chasing because they can't see the glass that's between them and the object that they're chasing. Which I've always found amusing and interesting, but you don't want them beating their face on something trying to get to something that you know they can't reach because they're in a glass enclosure. So if they're doing that in a glass tank, take them out. Don't let them beat their faces up doing that because they will. Because they can't see the glass itself, but they can see everything that's moving outside of the glass. I've always meant to bring that up in one of my videos and never have. Don't let your snake keep striking that glass. It can really scar up its nose and actually break teeth doing that. You know, just take them out, handle them, distract them from what they're striking at through the glass, but don't leave them sitting there doing that. It may be cute, you know, as long as they're not hitting the glass, it's not a problem, but when they start hitting that glass with their nose, then, you know, they can do some damage. They can break teeth off, they can cut the nose, scrape up the nose. You don't want them doing that. So don't entertain them through the glass unless you really have to. Baby snakes, they're going to strike at it no matter what it is because they're born like a loaded gun. They just go off at everything. So, but with an adult snake, don't do that. Don't tease them through the glass. That's really bad. You're not going to come out, I take it? He's still upset with me. Come on. How about I do this? How about I tip your toad over? Uh-oh. That's a big slab of meat to come flying out of there sideways. Come on. Come on. You through being mad at me? There we go. All right, he forgave me now. See, I forgave you. You get so big-bodied. Here. Let me help you. Come on. There we go. Let me help you out. There we go. Uh-oh, towel's got you. Your towel's got you. You through being upset with me? Well, let's bring the tail down. There. Now we got it. Now we got it. Good morning. You through being upset with me? Huh? You done being upset? Sorry this is so dark. It's really dark and gloomy out today. Plus it's early. It's only like 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we got rain. We had it yesterday and we're going to have it today too. Thunderstorms and stuff. So, hey buddy. Hey buddy. That towel's engulfing you. Give me your towel back. There we go. Told you my buddy. You through being upset with me now? Thank you. Yeah, he's over it. He's over it. So she made up for it. She loved me up. I'm alright with it now, I guess. So yeah, she took me out and loved me up after she hooked at me. I'll forgive her. They do have feelings, seriously. I'm not saying this just to make a video. I'm not saying this just to show off my snakes, but they do have feelings, seriously, people. So, take this into consideration when you're raising them. Don't neglect them. Don't abuse them. Don't mistreat them because they do have feelings. They have emotions and they can display them in a big number of ways, different ways through body language. So they can't communicate with you and can't talk to you, but they can sure show you with their body language what they're thinking and what they're feeling. And these are all expressions of emotions. Every action they make is thought-based. True instinct is geared in there, but they do have a conscious thinking process. I've got other videos up proving that. So be nice to these guys. Well, they don't deserve the way people treat them. Hey, what up? What up? Now he's going to spend an hour exploring this stupid plastic tote that I flipped on its side. Want to come out? Good morning. Oh, he's not mad at me now. He touched me. Okay, you over being mad at me because I touched you with the hook. Let me slide you down. There, now you got more room. No. People are so just people. The media totally fights our cause to educate people because they love to exploit snakes and traumatize people about them. Every chance they get, it makes me sick. And these are people that don't know shit about them. Pardon my French, but that's the way it is. They have no clue what they're talking about. A ball python and a corn snake aren't going to attack a human and kill them. If anything, they'll run and hide from them. I don't think the media cares how they portray themselves to appear to the public because they really make fools out of themselves when they exploit snakes. Accidents happen. People make mistakes. People get bit. I've been bit 6 times. But Jesus Christ, you don't have to tell the whole world about it. That's just stupid. How many times have your dog nipped you? How many times have your cat scratched you? Did you make that headline news? I doubt it. So why would you do that about snakes? Hey, sweetheart. So she changed shit again. Here we go. They're so funny when they realize something's different. No, don't go harass Deeper. She's sleeping, Choose. You let Deeper sleep. No, don't go bug her this morning. She's sleeping. She didn't feel good last night. Hey, why there? You're not knocking the stuff off those shelves. You already know before you head that way it's not going to happen. I'm spending a day with Chewy today. Nothing better to do on a rainy day than spend the day with your snakes out, letting them get some exercise and enhance their senses. I thought he'd come out and start watching TV. No, he's going to explore everything. Yeah, I changed some shelves around. I moved some stuff around. He noticed it as soon as he came out of the tote. Oh, goody. More stuff for me to get into today. Wreak havoc. They're just like toddler children. They love to explore, love to get into everything. Love to get into places they don't belong in, may I add, and sometimes have a hard time getting back out of them when they get into them. But snakes are very entertaining animals. No less than a dog or a cat. Very entertaining animals. When they're used to being handled and worked with and they're socialized, they're awesome. So don't let people convince you otherwise, because it's not true at all. I prefer them over a dog. I would any day. I have nothing against dogs. Oh, you're going to give me hugs? Okay. He's hugging me. I love you too, buddy. But they're no different than the love you have for your cat or dog or any other animal. And in most cases, it's even stronger because so many people criticize snake lovers and hate snakes and kill snakes. So, we have an even harder struggle to educate people about snakes than anyone ever did about dogs or cats, because they've got a mark against them from the beginning. Ever since the beginning of time, they've had a mark against them. And people hold that against them, and that's wrong. Good morning, Butthead. Good morning, Butthead. Hi. See, Mom, your other leg's missing. There it is. Okay. There you go. The Indian in me, I'm always sitting on my legs. And Chewy likes to crawl across them. I was sitting on my legs, so pulled it out so he could find it. There. There's no reason snakes should even be a controversial issue. People have as much right to love them and care for them and take care of them and raise them as anybody does a cat or a dog. They're no different. Actually, they're easier to take care of, lower maintenance than a dog or cat. Especially a dog. You gotta take out constantly, feed how many times a day. Snakes don't chew up your furniture. They don't tear up your house. There's so many added pleasures to raising snakes. They're just really awesome. They are. People should think about it. Give them a chance. You've seen my videos. Do I have mean snakes? No. Look at Megaconda. Her and her big anacondas. She's awesome. She's excellent with her snakes. That's because they're used to human interaction. They're used to having enrichment in their lives. They don't spend their lives sitting in a cage, getting fat and lazy. Give them a life, It's different for breeders because they don't raise their snakes to socialize them. They raise them to breed them. So they're not expected to invest the quality time that a hobbyist does. But seriously, you're missing out on such an amazing experience getting to handle snakes and realize that they're not these big, terrible animals that people think they are. If you get an opportunity, walk up to one, touch it. You'll see it's not slimy. It's very soft, very curious, just like a little kid. No different at all.